and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
What is that called? He made chicken soup out of chicken poop?
I mean, I'm told that Damian Lillard welcomed the release today. He welcomed this change of scenery.
He has all the freedom that he's never had in his entire career, plus $20 million a year for the next 5. Like, if you think that's done dirty, then...
You want to get done dirty?
Yeah, someone do me dirty. Yeah, dump that, Ryan.
What is it?
Chicken salad out of chicken.
Yeah, chicken soup out of chicken poop sounds better.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Molly Brown.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Guys, if the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Molly Brown hanging out with you today alongside Matt Hamilton in the ESPN Madison Everlight Solar Studios. Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. Matt is showing off his Brewers jersey because the Brewers just won.
Yeah, baby, 7-2.
They did.
Or the stinking Mets.
Let's go.
We are your home in Madison for Milwaukee Brewers baseball, 100.5 ESPN.
Sounds of summer.
It is the sounds of summer. They play a doubleheader today, actually.
Who do they play?
The Mets. You just said the Mets. Are you
all
already
about the
testing?
Mets.
He's
Come
already
on.
testing the recall, like getting ready for Minute to Win It or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Best
excited.
segment of the week, Molly.
Do we want to talk about the Brewers? I mean, I thought we were going to go into something else.
No,
that
we'll get to
it's
the
weighing
Brewers.
heavily on my mind, and I just
Yeah. Well, let's let you vent, and then we'll circle back to the Brewers because they did have an awesome game today.
Okay.
We'll
so,
circle back.
have you guys ever had it where you just have this feeling? Maybe it's what a pit in your stomach is called, right?
Yeah.
Where you just have this feeling where you just
I'm a
want to either
bottomless
like go number 2 in your pants, or
Like, not literally, but
or no, literally, like
Crap.
literally.
you get the tingles and then you're like, oh my god, or you're like, I want to vomit right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And what exactly are you referring to? Because, first of all, you know what literally means. Because
Crap.
you're sitting here and it smells fine. I don't think you literally pooped
No, I
your
didn't
pants.
literally crap my pants, but like I had this like, as it was happening, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to poop in my pants as this is happening.
Yeah. A sinking feeling in your stomach.
Yes. So what I'm referring to is, and I can say this on the air because my husband does not listen to me. He supports me, but he does not listen to me on the radio. Doesn't really listen to me at home either, but that's great. That's another topic for another day. But I lost my wedding ring.
Oh, man, that is
And I'm panicking. Like
totally justified.
it's weighing on my mind. My fop is getting sweaty. Like, there's a lot of things going on in my head right now. I have retraced my steps 15,000 times at this point. I didn't even realize that I lost it until maybe an hour ago.
Ay, ay, ay. So
I
for
s-
like an hour, you felt queasy.
Yes, because I took it off. I threw it earlier today. I took it off. I threw it into like my belt bag that I've got. And it's funny because I even looked at it in my belt bag and I was like, this seems a little like, this
Playing
is a
with
good way to
fire.
lose it.
Yeah.
I literally remember, I can see it. I can see my belt bag in my hands. I looked at it. I saw the little ring and I said, this is a good way to lose your ring, Molly. But I was like, that won't happen. That's not going to happen. I have lost it once before. I lost it for about 5 hours probably, where I had to dig through literally my entire house, and it ended up being in a drawer, like between clothes that I was folding. So it must have like flown off as I was like folding. But this one, I wasn't even wearing it. It was specifically in the bag that I put it in.
Yeah.
And then I opened my bag and it's gone. I do not know where it is. I have retraced my steps. Matt, you went out to the parking garage with me. You
Yep.
looked all through our station vehicle that we have. I had the entire
scouring
team.
the ground on the way to the
Yes.
station vehicle.
Like literally, I don't think I even looked up. I was just looking at the ground. I asked people if they found it. I had our entire team on their hands and knees today, like looking for it. And I'm still just panicking. And I can't get it out of my head. And it's just affecting my mood. So have
That's-
you ever lost yours?
Not my wedding ring, but I have had moments where I thought I lost my Olympic ring, and the biggest.
And that one mattered more.
Well,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
I never take off my wedding ring, so I'm not worried personally about losing it because I just always wear it. Now, yes, I've set down my Olympic ring before and misplaced it, and eventually found it like hours later. But for those hours, I literally pooped my pants. Not literally, but
Yeah, do you know what literally
Crap.
means?
yeah. So, and then honestly, the worst feeling I had is I misplaced my medal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, my Olympic gold medal. I had it in a backpack in a pocket, and it was in like the cup holder pocket. You know, the like elastic and it's mesh and whatnot.
Yep.
I got back from my trip and set my bag down. And what I typically do is I'll like empty the bag. I'll, put the laptop away and charge it, take whatever random snacks I squirreled away at the Delta Lounge and put those in
What are the random chocolate bars are melted at the bottom of your bag?
Exactly. I was like, I got to get this stuff out. And I went looking in my bag for it, and I couldn't find it. Mm-hmm. And I looked all over the house, and I eventually called the airport.
Oh, God.
And it fell out of that pocket in my house in the basement, and it like slid under the freezer, which is like in the basement. I've got like a chest freezer, so when I set my bag down, I set it like up against that.
Yeah,
because it's by the laundry room. It's just easy to just take all your stuff out of your suitcases and whatnot.
Yeah,
and it slipped out and went under there. And I eventually was like, I set it down right here, and then I got down and found it. But
how long did it take you to find it?
Like 2.5 hours.
Oh, and that was probably the longest 2.5 hours of your life.
Yeah.
Literally. I
And
should stop saying literally.
I know. I felt terrible
Crap.
about it. So I did not poop myself, which is good, but my that feeling in your heart, like it sinks.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, yeah, I get it, dude. I wouldn't have even brought it up if I was you. So kudos to you for being a good team player. I'm like, this is a.
You want to bring it up on the show?
No, I would be so embarrassed, especially for that.
Thank
like
you.
wedding rings happen. Like
Is he
people take
making you
them
feel
off.
better, Molly?
No, he's actually just making me feel worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for asking.
I couldn't imagine being so silly. No,
I'm a bottomless pit.
Yeah, I do feel bad for you because I have had very similar feelings, and I think that should take us into our poll question.
Yes, 844-770-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. Our Society Unlimited poll question for today of this first hour of our show is, have you ever lost your wedding ring? Yes or no?
And we'll take stories on that if you want to call in. Also,
100%.
anything you've lost that made your stomach drop. You know what I mean? Like that gave you that sinking feeling in your stomach. It could have been a child. Maybe you lost them at a grocery store.
Oh,
or something.
God. You want to talk about losing a child?
Just losing anything. That feeling is what
Yes.
I'm getting at. Like, it could be anything that means something to you.
Yes. So, yeah, okay. So 844-770-3776. That is your way into the show. Give us your stories. We want to hear them.
Lost and found stories.
Yeah, Robin, hopefully found. Robin Madison, Ryan, I think I can say this. He said he lost a bag of Mary
Weed
Jane.
is tight. Weed is tight.
Okay.
Once. He says, worst hour ever.
No doubt, Rob.
That's probably a real long hour for
I
Rob.
hope
too.
you
very
found
long.
Mary
And Jane.
and Jane.
No, so actually, it's funny because me and my husband were just talking about this because, well, not the wedding ring, obviously, because that just happened today, and he's not
Yeah.
going to find out until I have to tell him. Also, that might be another question. When do you tell your significant other that you lost your wedding ring?
I say you go home with a Band-Aid over your finger
Oh, no.
and be like, oh, yeah, I took it off at work and I left it at work. It's on my desk.
I have a better solution. I just leave the lights off so he doesn't see anything. Like, literally, I walk in the kitchen, no lights on.
Okay. Okay.
It stays light until like 9 o'clock here.
Yeah.
It's like actually, during summertime where you don't have to have like your kitchen lights on because you can just like cook in the, like without it because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sun comes in.
Fair
you know?
enough,
So
yeah.
that might be a good
That might be
option.
the play for you.
It's
Whatever
4
you think
nights
is
of
best.
complete darkness.
I think the Band-Aid thing would be good because then you have an excuse like, yeah, I cut myself or
Oh,
have
so then-
a blister. Totally reasonable having a blister by the ring, and then say, yeah, I took the ring off, I set it on the desk at work, and Because you go and work out in the morning.
I
got
do.
a blister from rowing, maybe. Got to work.
Potentially.
Got a Band-Aid.
But then, okay, so then what happens if I tell him, oh, yeah, I just left it at work on my desk, and then...
Well, you got to hope it turns up before tomorrow.
And then in a week, I'm saying, oh, yeah, actually, I lost it. Then he'll be like, well, you lied to me then in the first place.
Yeah.
See, so that's the thing.
I mean, here's what you're doing is lying by omission. It's almost the same
All right,
thing.
we don't need to make me feel like I'm going to crap my pants again, okay? Like, I'm still nervous. My armpits are sweating. My fop is sweating. Like, everything about me is anxious right now. I'm tight like Matt LaFleur right now, okay? That is how I feel.
It's not tight.
But no,
I'm not
losing
tight.
a kid, though, we were talking about this because my son has, like, recently started to, like, understand what hide and seek is and, like, that kind of thing. And my husband was like, don't teach him how to play hide and seek. And I'm like, what? Who doesn't teach a kid how to play hide and seek? And he's like, well, because we don't want to go out in public or something, and then he thinks that we can play hide and seek, and he doesn't tell us, and then he just hides, and we don't know to seek him until we're searching for him, and we're panicking.
Yeah.
Because one of our kids did that, our now 12-year-old, when he was younger. I remember being at, do you remember Gordman's when that was a thing?
Yes.
Okay, we were at Gordman's at the Easttown Mall, and like there was just racks of clothes.
Yeah.
And he was like shopping with us, and he wasn't in school yet, so he was probably like 4.
Okay.
And he just disappears.
And he's
Just
in
straight
Iraq.
disappears. Yep. In Iraq somewhere. I have never been so worried and panicked. It was the scariest thing ever.
Do you guys know what a Shields is?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be the worst place to lose a child because there's like 3 layers to it.
I hid from my parents in like the canoe aisle of a Shields once. I was playing hide and seek with them, which they didn't realize.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I was
The
hiding.
old one-player hide and seek.
I honestly, I might have been hiding in like a hunting blind or something too. Like literally stuff like designed to be hiding from animals.
Exactly.
It was a very early start for the Prairie Creek Hunter. That's how I honed my skills.
Yeah, no doubt. He purchased that blind.
So yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Molly, because as a kid, I did that a lot. I don't know if your kids have your kids ever done that? Not yet.
Yeah, that only with, well, I guess it didn't happen to me, but my husband took the same kid to like an arcade kind of thing. And again, he was playing hide and seek when nobody else was playing. It was just him. And my husband had to ask like the staff, I cannot find him. Can you like lock the doors and everything? And he came out. And he was hiding from like behind a machine where like you couldn't even like look into. He was tiny enough to fit.
Right.
And so then he was like, Dad, I was playing hide and seek. Like you couldn't find me. I did so good. And my husband's like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, now you're gonna lose, kid, because you just got 3 weeks in your room.
Yeah, no. So my son did that the other day. So we have like part of our yard on one side, and then there's our garage, and then like the rest of our yard, and. Somehow he went to the other side, and then like I could not find him, and I had like a slight panic because I was like, oh God, did he run into the road? But he didn't. So I mean, that's happened. Yeah, this is ugh. But
Yeah. Ryan, do you have anything like that you're sentimental enough about?
Something like that.
Maybe
that
it's
I've
your
lost
like
that was that
lock
big a deal.
picking kid, or
what'd you say?
his
Lock
lock
pick-
picking kit, or your favorite scalpel.
So nowadays, the
Your
only
car
time
with the very tinted windows.
Yeah.
I do have very no
Do you?
hubcaps. Yeah, no. Well, actually, no. I used to have tinted windows, but got rid of those after I moved to Madison. But I'd say as a kid, there was one time where the most like sentimental thing I lost was because I played a lot of video games as a kid, and I had a Game Boy. That was like my prized possession when I was 9.
Right.
We went on a flight once, and we flew from Chicago back to Appleton. And on that flight, I forgot my entire case of like my 30 DS and Game Boy games.
Oh, man.
And it just got lost on the next flight. Somebody else must have grabbed it because by the time we landed at the next one, and then by the time we got home, like the air traffic control people couldn't find it.
I don't think
Called
it's air traffic control.
We
but-
called air traffic control. It was that big a deal. I was making a big deal. As a 9 and 10-year-old, this was like the most important thing in the world. So that was the
For sure.
only. As a child, I went through that once. But nowadays, like
It's
the
like
only-
your phone now.
my phone, like the only thing I can compare it to, like, is if I lose like my earbuds because of the size.
That would suck.
The size aspect, where it's like a really tiny thing you can fly out, and
Like
just,
a ring
lose.
almost.
Exactly. That's what. That's
Sorry,
what I'm,
Molly.
Yes.
You're just rubbing it in.
So that's the only comparison I could really have to Molly's situation. But no, I can't think of anything that prized to me that I couldn't live without.
Actually, fun story. John Landsteiner, my teammate,
Yeah.
we were in California for, I don't know, something. I think it was the ESPYs after 2018.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So
Sweep.
we had some people who had us out near like Huntington Beach and like put us up, and they wanted to like hang out with us. Basically, they got a hold of us. We were like, yeah, it sounds like fun. So it was me, Steiner, and the whole team. Well, we got a couple Coors Lights in, and it was like midnight, and we decided, oh yeah, like let's go play in the ocean for a little bit. Well, Steiner didn't have his ring sized properly.
Wait, I remember this story.
Yeah, and I had my watch on that I got from the Olympics. So I was like,
Okay.
I'm going to take this off and go to like the shore. So I'm like, Steiner, give me your watch. I'll take it with mine, and I'll put him in my bag over on shore. So he does that, and I'm running out. His wife tells him like, oh, your ring's too big. You should take that off, and I'll run it up to shore as well. Right as he takes it off, he gets slammed by a wave.
Oh, no.
Lost, like both of them, wife and Steiner, hysterical, right? Like they were, the booze probably didn't help, but they were both very upset. And we tried to look, but we were like waist deep in the water. It's
Right.
like, you're not finding that.
And it's the ocean.
And it's the ocean with waves coming constantly.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer. The bright side is you can order a new one and pay the difference essentially if you got upgrades. Like there's ways for Olympians to get a ring, a ring, but it's not their ring, and it was his gold medal ring, right? So extra sentimental for that one.
Oh, no.
2 weeks later, he gets a call. Someone found it with a metal detector. So he flew down there, and the news covered it, like local news in Huntington Beach. But some guy had found it like 2 weeks later, metal detecting on the beach, and then reached out because it had his name on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it works out. Maybe someone will find yours.
Wait, okay. Unfortunately, mine doesn't have anything engraved in it.
No, but the where you might have lost it, you've let them know.
Right.
So like, there's still a good chance it can get found, and you're just gonna have this sinking feeling until then, which stinks, but.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing you can do. We've looked everywhere possible.
So,
for
okay,
it.
here's a question. If you find a ring okay, so that guy that found your teammate's ring, right? Did your teammate compensate him in any way?
He did.
Okay, because I always wonder that. I'm like, I mean, if somebody finds your wallet and everything is in there, it's not nothing's missing. You gotta be like, okay, here's $100, thank you, or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you to save me so much time and trouble and potentially money too, right? Mm-hmm. The Adam and Madison chimes in. Never lost my wedding ring, but I lost my wife once. I was overcome by something I've never experienced before. Silence. I was blown away. After about 20 minutes, she found me in the tool section of the store, and just like that, the silence ceased. Eric in Green Bay also says, I'm 30 minutes out from the evening farmer's market with my 3-year-old, and Molly's hide and seek scares were pure anxiety. They are absolute anxiety. Honestly, I will take losing a wedding ring over losing my child 1,000,000 times over. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is just, the anxiety is just so real.
You can replace a ring. You can't replace a kid.
Yeah. And I want to apologize. I just got on the private talking text line. It's Huntington Beach. I was saying Huntington Beach.
I thought it was Huntington. No, Huntington. Huntington.
No, I was putting an extra T in there, just the way Jim Rutledge does with Pat Connington.
So you can tell Rutledge that.
I'm throwing extra letters in, so sorry. Thanks to our friend who texted into the private talk and text line to correct me. I love getting corrected.
I'm sure you do.
Huntington Beach.
844-770-3776. That is your way into the show. Our Saudi Unlimited poll question for today. Have you ever lost your wedding ring? And I hope mine turns up. Ugh,
We all do.
gross. We've got more to come next after we hear from Jim as he tells us about his big blue truck from Simden Chevrolet.
Jim Rutledge here. It's officially camping season, which means I'll be using my big blue Chevy Silverado from Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb to tow my camper around the state. I'm sure you have a million things you love to do over the summer, and it's always easier and better if you have a new or new-to-you truck from Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. What does that mean? It means it's a customized buying experience. If you're an expert and you know what you want, they're happy to let you take the lead. And if you have a ton of questions, Aaron, Tyler, and the whole team at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb will make sure they can answer them all. You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Like winning teams could talk trash.
Yeah, but Giannis talks trash.
Maybe we're not good enough to be talking trash.
Or maybe it's not your personality.
It's not tight. I'm not tight.
Yeah, I'm not tight tight either.
I'm not tight at all. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not tight. I'm
Who's
not tight.
Ben Johnson?
I'm so loose right now.
We don't know. I don't know who he is. I have
It's
no
not
idea
tight.
what he is.
I'm not tight.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Celebrate the 4th with family, friends, and unbeatable appliance deals at Brothers Maine. Our fireworks of savings on top brands like Whirlpool, plus next day delivery, will make you ooh and ah. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. Cheers! With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Jim Rutledge here. It's officially camping season, which means I will be using my big blue truck from Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. What does that mean? It means it's a customized buying experience. If you're an expert and you know what you want, they're happy to let you take the lead. And if you have a ton of questions, Aaron, Tyler, and the whole team at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb will make sure they can answer them all. You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
This fall, there's only one place to be, Camp Randall Stadium. Wisconsin football returns with can't-miss matchups, including Maryland, Iowa, Washington, and more. From the first touchdown to jump around and the celebration of the fifth quarter. Experience the traditions and unforgettable memories that make Wisconsin football so special. Single-game tickets are now on sale. Lock in your spot today by visiting uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. Wisconsin football game day starts here. We'll see you at Camp Randall.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
is Jim, Matt, and Molly, Molly Brown, and Ryan Hamilton. Jesus. Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton hanging out with you. Primetime Roller Time behind the glass. We are asking you.
Nice choice of song, Ryan.
I didn't even. Good,
if you like
good
it,
call.
you better put a ring on it.
If you like it, you better put a ring on it. You better not lose it like I did. If you're just tuning in, I lost my wedding ring probably, I don't know, an hour and a half ago now. I'm panicking. My stomach hurts. I'm sweating. I'm anxious. I'm all of the above. I am nervous right now. So 844-770-3776. That is the Carbos Talk text line. That is your way into the show. Joe in the Boonies said, while on delivery, I placed my phone on the driver's seat of the van I was driving. I'm prone to having things fall out of my pockets, including my phone, my wallet, and my keys. So I was worried that it was gone. I pulled over to the side of the highway to figure out where it was, and it turns out it was sitting on my phone the whole time without knowing it. That's what I get for having it on silent and not vibrate.
Yeah.
I lose my phone every single day. Like, I am...
Get out.
No, I actually do. Like, I probably drive my husband nuts by being like, hey, have you seen my phone? Have you seen my phone? Have you seen? And,
could you call my phone?
But like, here's the thing. Even if my phone is on like sound, hence why when you guys call me, I don't pick up probably the first time every single time because my phone doesn't ring. I don't know how to get my phone to ring, even if I have the sound on. It just doesn't ring.
Okay, that seems like a you problem.
Yeah, no, I have like an iPhone 13, so it's pretty old. I don't know.
That doesn't mean it's not going to ring, Mom.
I don't know. But like, I lose my phone every single day. I lose my keys maybe once a week. Like, the only reason I ever know where my keys are is when I go up to like the door handle of my car, I click the button, and then if my car actually opens, and I'm like, okay, my keys are somewhere.
Must be good.
That is literally how I am in life. Luke in Middleton said, never lost my ring, but still looking for it 10 years after misplacing it while golfing. Huh?
You never lost your ring?
Maybe you never found it?
Oh, never found it.
Yeah, never found is what he meant to say.
That's okay. People get nervous when they text us. We make people nervous. Hashtag never give up is what he said. But we did talk about it a little bit before. The Milwaukee Brewers are coming off a win, 7-2 win.
Yeah.
Dominant win. Grand slam today.
On Brewers Wednesday. I'm going to make that
Hit him
a thing.
with a Kawhi. Hit him.
What's better? Brewers Wednesday or
a Brewers lose day?
Or
like a Tuesday?
Or a Brew Cruise Day.
But that can only work on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work my way through the week and have fun little brewer
Okay,
puns.
what's Monday?
I don't know yet. I haven't got that
Smart.
far.
What's
I thought of it yesterday, and I decided I would come up with one today.
It's Brewers one day if they're coming off a win on Sunday.
Do they play on Mondays very much?
Yeah, they usually do, honestly. It was weird this week that they didn't play on a Monday. They have a Tuesday through Thursday series in New York against the Mets. No, it's now a Wednesday through Thursday series.
Yeah, doubleheaders. Can we talk about this, you guys? Do you like doubleheaders?
Love them.
I think they're pretty, especially as someone who just watches on TV on like a Saturday or on a weekend. It's gorgeous.
It's iconic.
perfect.
There's no other sport that has two games in the same day. It's
Not at
awesome.
the professional level, yeah.
Well, what other at the not professional? I mean, soccer, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
soccer, baseball. I mean, baseball tournaments, you could play 3 games in a day.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I feel like any kids tournaments, yeah, you can.
But like professional sports, so cool that you can have two.
Is it though?
I think so. Why don't you?
I think it's just add it to my list. Add it to my list of things that I don't like about baseball. I just feel like it's to me, it's just like, okay, no, like you said, no other sport is gonna have multiple games in one day. So why is that cool with baseball? Like,
because they play so many, and you're gonna play at old stadiums that don't have domes, which is the way it should be, and you're gonna get a couple doubleheaders from time to time.
But I just feel like that shows like the lack of physicality of the game. Like anybody, I mean, and not anybody can play baseball. Okay, like I know that I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like you and say I can hit a bunt off of The Miz. I'm not going to say that. The Miz would murder me with a baseball, okay? Like, I will never say that. Those guys are talented in that respect. Like, there is 100% hand-eye coordination. Like there's all the things, right? There is skill that comes with baseball. But if we're looking at the conditioning of it and everything, like, I've seen some of like Big Papi. Big Papi was called Big Papi for a reason.
Yeah. Dog. Or who is the brewer?
Oh, what's his?
Which brewer?
Prince Fielder. Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder. Did his assassination kick off World War I?
What?
No, never mind.
You're thinking of Franz Ferdinand?
Exactly, yes. I only started over it 3 times, but yes.
No, yeah, Prince
Rowdy
Fielder.
Tellez.
Rowdy Tellez. Yeah.
Who else?
I mean,
is
Ricky
there?
Weeks wasn't at the end of his.
Oh, at the end, but come on. In his prime, he was a great
you're
second
right.
baseman.
You're right. I mean, I'm not saying any of these guys weren't great.
Oh, you guys, if I Google, well, I don't like the word fat, but I should have put heavy set. Fat baseball players. Prince Fielder's the first one. CC Sabathia comes up.
CC was a big boy.
Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo Colon, pitcher for the Mets for a long time. He was just like a 5'8", just ball of fun. He was just a straight cannonball.
Jumbo Brown. Is that what you guys called me when I was pregnant with twins?
Not to your face.
That's a baseball player's name. I don't know if you knew that.
Jumbo
Jumbo Brown.
Brown.
Looks like he plays for a New York team. I don't know.
I
which
mean,
one.
the most famous baseball
He
player
weighed
of all time
295
wasn't
pounds.
like shredded.
Who?
Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth wasn't like. I mean, it was a different era in sports. I don't think anyone was like really shredded back then, but.
I mean, okay, yeah. He also looks like he's like he's like one of those people that looks like they're like 90 when they're like 40. Probably like 30. Maybe not 90. Okay.
Let's not
I'm
get
being
into this
aggressive.
again with Jim last week talking about actors and their
This is
actual ages.
utterly preposterous that I've even heard that.
Well, we'll talk more Brewers. We'll talk Bucks. But next, we got to talk the Green Bay Packers with Jason Wilde right after we hear from Jim as he tells us about Chalmers Jewelers.
Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton is Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family-owned jeweler. Whether you go to the Madison or Middleton location, you're going to run into either Garrett, Devin, Ruth, or Scott Chalmers, and you're going to have an opportunity to work with one of their great custom jewelers. So if you're looking for a custom piece of jewelry and you want to make sure it's the best in the area, go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Matt, you I don't mean this in a mean way, but like you kind of look like your dog.
Moose is a handsome dog. So
You
like,
have beautiful
no
dogs.
offense taken. No offense taken at all.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
The Madison Summer Survival Kit. Cooler full of drinks, a comfy lawn chair, and a large Hut Lovers pizza from Pizza Hut. For just $12.99. Choose from 4 loaded legends. Meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, veggie lovers, and the new Spicy Hawaiian. It's your summer go-to. Hot, melty, and made to crush hunger. Just $12.99 each for a limited time only. Head to one of their locations or order online on the Pizza Hut app before it's gone. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Additional charge for extra toppings, pan, stuffed crust, and extra cheese.
Siding Unlimited recently installed 20 brand new amazing energy efficient windows. Our Siding Unlimited crew removed the old windows, inspected the wall for wood rot, installed the new beautiful windows, and cleaned up behind ourselves. It was easy to get started. The homeowner met us at our amazing showroom on 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. Trust me, our showroom is a must-see. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
The biggest games,
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
the most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey, it's Alex Strofe. What are the expectations for the 2025 Green Bay Packers? A 3-hour deep dive is coming with me, Gabe Neitzel, and Jason Wilde. Our annual State of the Packers show coming up July 5th from noon until 3 right here on ESPN Madison.
Are you going to do something today?
Yes, I am.
And what exactly might that be?
My plan is to sit here and enjoy our amazing new patio set from Steinhoffel's.
Steinhoffel's 4th of July sale is going on now. Take 10% off store-wide, plus an extra $100 off every $999 you spend. But don't wait too long because this sale ends soon.
Now, would you be a sweetheart and get me another lemonade? I have to stay hydrated.
Steinhoffel's 4th of July sale, going on now.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Jason, quick
You
question.
are one of one.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Thank you for helping me prove my point, Molly. Because
welcome.
my point. Well, is this Matt Hamilton?
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
Do you have a question for Jason, or how is he supposed to respond to this?
He asked the questions to me. No bats.
By hanging up.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that?
We are delighted to be joined by Jason Wilde from Wilde and Tausch. You can hear him weekdays from 9 until noon across ESPN Wisconsin. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Jason, how is it going?
It's going great for me. How's it going for you?
Not great, actually. I don't know, we're getting close to an hour and 40 minutes ago. I think I lost my ring around 3 o'clock, or that's at least when I noticed that I lost my ring. So my anxiety is pretty high right now. Have you ever lost your wedding ring?
Yeah. So I got a couple of wedding ring stories. We've got great jewelry partners at ESPN Madison. I got Paula's ring at Goodman's. I know we've got other great partners in that space as well. But for us, first of all, with her ring, after she had breast cancer, she's on this drug now that's great. I mean, it's proven to lower the risk of recurrence to below 1%. So she was diagnosed pretty young. They caught it early. So we're very thankful for all that. But one of the drawbacks of the drug that she takes is that it inflames your joints, and so we need to have her ring resized. And I got to be honest, those aren't inexpensive, as you well know, and as you're thinking about right now. And so she can't wear hers, so it's in like a box right now, and she's wearing this like ring from like Walmart or Meijer or somewhere that looks like a real ring, but it isn't. So I suggested more people should do this to keep the valuable ring in a safe place. So once you find your ring, and I know you will, I think you should consider a stunt double ring like she has.
I appreciate the positive vibes. Yes.
Positive person. I'm like the Ted Lasso of this show. But I also, when Paula and I met, I was a reasonably handsome guy. I was in good shape. That's not true anymore. She was a victim of bait and switch. And and so I have a great ring, but it's not the ring from my wedding. Now, the guy's ring, generally, not everyone, but generally, nobody really cares, right? Like, I think mine was like $300. I still have it. It's still valuable from the sentimental value, but I've got this titanium one that I picked up at like Goodwill that I wear because it fits better. It looks the same. So I want you to find it. Obviously, I know you will, but I do think that we need to make sure that we remember what the ring signifies, but not necessarily worry so much about the ring itself. Is that a fair position for me to take for anyone other than someone who is currently looking for their wedding?
See, no, it's a good fair point, and I will agree with you. It's just I'm nervous about telling my husband. So I guess that brings us to our actual poll question, Jason. How long would you wait to tell your wife if you lost your wedding ring?
I wouldn't wait at all. I'd have him on as a guest right now if I were you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, like, and this is how my mind works. If I tell Paula on the air, far less likely
She can't get mad at you?
to chew my ass out publicly. So I save myself. She would never do that, in front of all of our listeners and YouTube viewers. So I think you should. I think your husband should join the program. I'm happy to cede my time. It's not like anything's going on with the Packers right now anyway. So, hey, if you want to call him up, go ahead.
I love that you suggested the replacement ring or placeholder ring, because Molly was mentioning to me that she had already purchased her husband placeholder rings.
Yep.
But didn't get one for herself.
Nope. But here's the funny thing too, though, is prior to us getting engaged, when we had kind of thought about it and spoke about it, whatever, I had always been I don't want a ring because I don't wear fancy jewelry. I would probably lose it, as we see. I'm just,
Turns out definitely.
yes, it's not really my thing. So, I kind of joked with him. I was like, you can literally get it from a mall kiosk, whatever. Go spend I don't know, nothing. Go spend nothing on a ring, and I'm good. Like you said, it's what the ring actually signifies. So now I'm just coming back to it's his fault that I lost it.
Yeah, here's one other pro tip for the folks out there. So I had suggested, well, if the ring doesn't fit anymore, why don't we just sell it, and then we'd have a huge chunk of money in the bank. That I don't recommend that approach. I believe that did not go over well, and then it was followed up with, how about we just get mine resized so I can wear it again?
You actually said
sure.
that?
Yeah, we have a very open and honest relationship, Matt, much like you and I have.
Oh, well, no, props to you. I would never suggest something like that.
Yeah, I mean, in retrospect, was it a mistake? Sure, but nevertheless, I did say it. Yes, out loud. Yes,
I love it. And I appreciate the honesty that you have with me, especially on this show, because a story like that is gold. Sorry.
All good.
I'm just trying to make Molly feel better any way I can, but none of these stories are concocted. They are all 100% true.
Love it. Well, let's get my mind off of this ring. And let's go talk about TJ Watt. Like you said, there's not very much going on with the Packers, but that's a big story in the NFL. I mean, I personally don't think he's coming to the Green Bay Packers. I just don't see how the Steelers would ever even let somebody like him go. But what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the Steelers are not. They'll pay him. It'll be a day or two into training camp, and there'll be a little bit of hard feelings. But you can't be trading for Jonnu Smith and for Jalen Ramsey. I still don't understand why they traded Minkah Fitzpatrick. Mm-hmm. I assume he's got another contract coming, and they don't want to pay that. But you don't do those things and then trade away TJ Watt. I mean, you don't sign Aaron Rodgers to play quarterback at a discounted rate and then trade TJ Watt. So, and by the way, kudos to you for the pivot conversationally, because I got to be honest, if this was me, I would not be on the show. I'd be scouring the earth looking for my ring, and I'd say, Matt, good luck. I'm sure you'll do a great job. You and Wooly hold it down. I'm finding this ring. Well, do you know? I don't understand how you lost it though.
I took it off and I put it into my crossbody belt bag thingy, fanny pack, if you will.
There you go.
And that was earlier this morning. And then when I got to the office, I put it on my desk. I didn't even open it. The only time I ever opened it was when I took out my badge to get into our building, and then I took out one of the keys from our station vehicle that I drove, and I put that in a different part of my desk. And then, like an hour ago at 3 o'clock, or 2 hours ago almost, I went in to my bag and I was like, oh, I should put my ring on because I saw that I had like an indent on my finger from where my ring typically sits. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, my ring is not in here. It is literally gone. And I was not expecting that. But it's funny though, Jason, because when I put my ring into the belt bag, I even looked at it. I stared at my ring for a half second and I said, that looks a little sketchy. I might lose that.
This might not be a good idea.
Yep. And then I was like, no, what's going to happen? I was like, I'm not going to lose my ring. And then what happens? I lose it. So now
you're kicking yourself because you knew that this was a possibility. You paused to think about that possibility, and then you still made the mistake.
Yes, I literally predicted the future. That's what ticks me off about this. It's just that I could be so stupid.
And again, I don't want you guys to recap your entire show for me, but I'm going to ask you to anyway. So you have scoured the areas in which you took the ring off. I have to admit, I also had a situation at the draft where I had put taken my credential off and put it in my bag, and then I forgot I'd put it in my bag. And so the next day when it was time to go in, I didn't have it, or I thought I had lost it. And then I ended up I looked everywhere for it, called Packers PR and said, hey, what am I supposed to do? I don't have my pass. And then I decided to do one last ditch, go through the entirety of my 540 ESPN Nike backpack. That's how old school it is. And I found it. I don't even know why I would have put it in this one little pocket of the bag. So are you 100% sure you have turned out the entirety of your Lululemon crossbody fanny pack, and it's not hiding in any nook or cranny of the bag?
I am 100% positive. Matt, double-check my work. Yeah.
Because I walked with Molly out to the parking garage, and we were looking for it around the car. We looked in between the seats. I showed up, and this instance, Molly had just realized it. Mm-hmm. And I immediately went into best friend mode.
He did. He did great. I even told him, I was like, Matt was literally just about to text you to say, look at the ground as you walk up to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
what a friend.
He's a great friend, great co-host.
Fine co-host, great friend.
Yes. I mean, whatever. I had the entire...
not that good at finding rings, though.
No, not great. He did say that he almost lost his gold medal, though. So, I mean, I don't know how much he can be trusted. But
that helps then too.
Yeah, I had a bet with my wife after we got married. She's like, I know you're gonna lose your wedding band in the next year. So if you do, you have to get a tattoo. And not that I'm opposed to tattoos. Like I thought about it, but what she did is she kind of ruined the idea of getting a tattoo because I wanted just to prove her wrong. Like I was so. Oh, yeah? Oh, you think I'm going to lose it?
Yeah.
Well, watch this. I'm just never, ever going to take it off for any reason at all. How do you lose it then? I'll have to lose the finger.
Cut it off.
So, yeah.
I respect that. And I do have a friend who did the tattoo thing and then cheated on his wife and she dumped him, as well she should have.
Yeah.
And I thought, that the tattoo, given your behavior, probably not the right way to go if that's how you were going to behave.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is
crazy.
wild.
Jason, have you ever lost a kid? Like, have you ever been in a store and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, where did they go? Where are they?
So I am like the champion helicopter parent. It's terrible. I know it's terrible. I'm not proud of it. I will say though, that we were in a store once and the girls were hiding in those round racks of clothes.
Yeah.
They went inside of them and thank God. So I did have that 2-second holy blank, where are they? And then luckily they were giggling so loud that I never really lost them. It was about a 2-second loss. And then I said, if you guys are going to do that, you need to tell me, Dad, this is the outfit. These are the outfits we're going to be in, the long wedding dresses. Okay. As long as I know which one you're in, I'm good.
Yeah. We were saying that one-player hide-and-seek game is not fun for parents, I imagine.
No. Someday, Matt, you'll experience this, and we'll all think.
I mean, I play it. I don't tell my wife, and I'll start dodging her in the aisles of the grocery store.
I can imagine.
Go to the front. Have you seen my husband? He's lost.
I was gonna
lock the doors.
Here's the problem with that. She doesn't look for you.
I know. She went home
for her.
Jason, thanks so much for taking the time. We appreciate you.
All right. Good luck, Molly.
Thank
I
you.
know you'll find it. Keep the faith. Bye-bye.
Bye. I appreciate the positive vibes.
Take care. Be good.
Thank you.
He said keep the faith. Keep the faith.
And then he said bye-bye. But I just
that was interesting that he
I
said
felt
bye-bye.
like I needed to really close his
I get it.
segment with take care, be good.
That's kind of funny. I feel like that's such a mom thing to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do your guys' parents say that?
Not bye-bye.
I'll say bye-bye.
Ew.
It's like bubbler, pop. It's all like Wisconsin words. I love them.
My mom says bye-bye, and it's cute. But, like, I don't know. I guess I never say it. But
You betcha.
You betcha.
I'm going to do it at the end of the show. When we let the
bye-bye.
Brewers pregame take over, I'm going to say bye-bye to our fans.
Do I got to do minute to win it?
You got to tell Matt bye-bye.
Okay.
Matt's got to go in the hallway.
Matt, while Matt is actually walking out, I'm going to tell you about Zoa because actually not Zoa. I'm going to tell you about Carbon World Health. I apologize. My skin is
Bit of a
glowing.
frazzled day for
I know
Molly.
my brain is cluttered. It's awful, but Carbon World Health is fantastic. Their brand new location in the Prairie Lake Shopping Center is absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is just amazing. They have so many things to offer. I got the hydrofacial. They do chemical peels. They do IVs, cryotherapy, just literally anything that you can imagine in terms of your health and wellness. It is fantastic. Head over to the brand new location in the Prairie Lake Shopping Center at Carbon World Health. So now it's time for a minute to win it. So Matt just walked out into the hallway.
Yes.
So you got to tell me how I'm supposed to do this. So I give you callers now, or do we got to say the category and set the over?
We remind everyone what minute to win it is, where Matt
Okay.
goes in the hallway, and now we have to present a list that we're going to quiz him on today. And we have to set the over-under for how many correct answers he can get in under 1 minute, in 1 minute or less.
Okay.
That is the contest here, minute to win it on Jim, Matt, and Molly. So for today's list, in a pre-show meeting, Molly, we were talking about some of the potential contenders in the Eastern Conference for the Milwaukee Bucks who could be ahead of them. In fact, we might be hearing from Brian Windhorst later with his assessment of
Is he
where the
joining
Bucks
our
are. He might be. He joined the Homer Hour yesterday.
He did join the Homer Hour.
We might
Good
be able to
get.
get him on Jim, Matt, and Molly as well. But instead of the top 10 contenders in the Eastern Conference, I want to see if Matt can guess who the top 10 favorites are to win the finals over at ESPN Bet. The NBA Finals, not the Eastern Conference Finals. So what do we want to set
The NBA Finals?
The NBA Finals overall.
Oh, okay.
What do we want to set the over-under at?
5.5. Does that sound good to you?
5.5 should be.
Does that
right.
seem too low?
Yeah, I mean, it's finals favorites. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, let's make it harder then.
Okay, well, you don't have to make it that hard.
6.5. 6.5.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm not supposed to be able to help set the
Am I
over-under.
supposed to want him to lose, or am I supposed to want him to win?
You're supposed to set in a good line. You're supposed to set the line of right where you think he will finish. So you want it to be as even
He
odds
better
as
be able
possible.
to get at least 6. So we'll say 6.5.
All right. Well, okay. 6.5
I
then.
get it. I get it. I get
No,
it that I
that's
said
fair.
it
You're
opposite. but
dancing on the line. Either you want to
he's
make it
going
hard for him or
6.5.
easy. All right.
He's going to get 7, but he's going to get. I'm setting at 6.5. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
844-770-3776. We need 2 callers.
we need 2 callers. Why don't we
Let's
go
do-
call? Oh, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
You go ahead.
I'm trying to think. What numbers have we thought about? Let's do callers number 2 and 5. Does that
2
sound
and
good?
5. Perfect.
Sure. 844-770-3776. Callers number 2 and 5. You're a winner either way. I mean, you either win a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, or you win a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. It really just depends how Matt does and where you pick on that line. We'll get into Minute to Win It next. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. 844-770-3776. Callers number 2 and 5. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Is a breakout in sight? Vinny Anthony, Wisconsin's leader in receiving yards in 2024. The pass catcher working with a new guy under center this season in Billy Edwards. The incoming senior talking chemistry development on Wilde and Tausch.
Off the field chemistry plays a big part in on the field chemistry, and just being able to trust that he knows where I'm going to be, and
and I know where he's going to put the ball. And that just comes with time. And the hardest part is really just building chemistry. And then after that, it's just play ball. And I feel like now we've definitely built that chemistry, and now we're just going to elevate that.
For windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience. Get 0% interest for up to 5 years if you order by July 31st at PellaWI.com.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Oh, I was waiting for the drop.
Wham blam.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton hanging out with you today. Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. It is time for Minute to Win It, which is presented by our friends over at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. They have 3 locations in DeForest, Madison, and Verona. I think I actually might go there today. You know, it just feels like one of those days I'm like,
I mean,
don't really want to cook.
Plus,
I'm having kind of a bad day.
No better way to like soften the bad news with a delicious meal.
Oh, you're funny if you think I'm going to tell them today.
I think you're going to. I think we're going to get a text tonight and you're going to say, I couldn't.
Guys, I'm getting a divorce. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, but if you do want to impress your significant other, bring home some North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. You guys know that I love the salads there. I love the firecracker chicken salad. I'm trying to think. There's like this chicken sandwich. It's so good. Have you had that one?
I have not. Honestly, whenever I go there, I just get the meat candy, the burnt ends.
Can never go wrong there.
I like when I go to a barbecue spot, I'll go there, and I know they've got a lot of other fantastic items. I just get barbecue.
I need the barbecue.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here for the barbecue. I will not be swayed into a chicken sandwich or a salad.
You will not be disappointed if you get a chicken salad sandwich or the salad, though. At North and South Seafood as well, because at their 3 locations in DeForest, Madison, and Verona. Ryan, are you ready for Minute to Win It?
Will they beat the odds?
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
Or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
Matt, who's the odds-on favorite to find Molly's ring per ESPN bet? Who do you think's gonna find it?
Go to
whoever
place
is
your
at
bet.
the location, she set it in her belt pack or fanny pack.
Yeah.
Someone there is going to find it. I don't know any of the names.
I was going to say one of these valet people
Yeah.
from the hotel next door that parked their car in our garage.
Oof.
That'd be so sad.
Hopefully there's a good finder's fee for those people because they seem like good people. Good people. Though I would say some of the people over at ESPN aren't very good people, giving the Bucks some pretty tough finals odds this year, guys. We're going to get into it next, hearing from some others like Brian Windhorst, who apparently doesn't have a very great feel for the Bucks after trading for Miles Turner yesterday and waiving Damian Lillard. But today's category, Matt, in Minute to Win It, is the top 10 favorites to win the NBA Finals as of this morning.
So that's East and West, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the NBA Finals overall, not the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
And now I will say that there's 11 teams tied for the top 10 odds, so you'll have 11 correct answers today. But your timer of 1 minute starts right now.
Okay, OKC.
OKC is the odds-on favorite, obviously.
Denver.
The Denver Nuggets are the second favorites.
Minnesota.
The Timberwolves are 7th.
The Rockets.
The Rockets, the 3rd best odds.
The Cavaliers.
The Cavs, the 4th best odds.
Let's go. Who else is in the West? That could be good. Golden State.
The Golden State Warriors.
No way.
Are tied for the 10th best odds.
Really?
Oh, let's go. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
with LeBron, I'll say the Lakers just because it's a team I can think of right now.
The Los Angeles Lakers are in the top 10.
Let's go. Pistons.
The Detroit Pistons, not in the top 10.
That's wild. Knicks.
The New York Knicks are in the top 10. They're 5th.
Let's see. Who else? Let's go. Orlando.
The Orlando Magic are the 6th. Matt Hamilton
Let's
getting
go.
the entire top 8.
Holy crap. 9 he got.
He did get 9 overall.
Oh my God. I bet you gave me like 5.5.
That's where we said originally.
And then you pushed it up.
Yeah, it was 9.5. That was the final one.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. I was like, this is like my best round ever.
I pushed you up to 6.5.
Oh,
I said you were for
right.
sure going to get, I thought you were going to get 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I nailed it.
You did.
Okay, who did I miss? So I got 9.
So you got the top 8 plus the Warriors, who are tied for the 10th best odds. They're tied with the Hawks at plus 2,500.
Oh, see, I was thinking Hawks, but I was like, I don't really believe in the Hawks personally, so I didn't want to put them on that list.
And this will be the real quiz for Matt Hamilton. Matt, who is the team that Brooke Lopez signed with?
Oh,
Because they have currently the 9th best odds per ESPN bet.
Clippers.
The Los Angeles Clippers, correct. Where they're actually tied for the 8th best odds with the Lakers, I should say.
That's so wild to me. Like the Bucks are so. I'm sorry. You can run through the whole thing.
Oh, you want the entire?
No, not the
favorites,
entire
though?
list.
That was
Matt
the
got
rest
it.
of it.
Matt got them all.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry, it just seems so quick.
Yeah, no, there are. But from the Warriors to the Bucks, there are 6 other teams with better odds.
So
the Bucks
let's
currently.
say 76ers, Pacers,
Yep.
Pistons. Oh no, that was on the list.
No, they weren't.
Oh, they weren't.
They were
So
incorrect.
Pistons.
The Pistons. Yep.
Memphis.
No,
The Grizzlies are not.
they're just beneath
Who
the Bucks.
got that? Who got
The Mavs.
Desmond Bain. That was the Magic.
Oh, what about the Mavericks?
I was going to say the Mavs are ahead of them.
The Mavs are ahead of the Bucks, yes.
Boston Celtics are ahead of them.
Yep.
Sorry, there's something that just
And there's
popped
one
up.
other one who was at one point a potential suitor for Giannis as a trade partner.
San Antonio
Spurs. The Bucks are tied with the Pacers for the 17th best odds to win the NBA Finals. That is at plus 5,000 per ESPN bet.
Never bet. So the first caller, did they take the over or the under?
I will say Jeff and Madison made the bold move to take the over today.
Oh,
well done,
yeah.
Jeff.
He knows. I'm Mr. NBA.
He really did. I told him right away, I'm like, honestly, that strategy does not pay off for most callers, so I wish you the best of luck. And he's like, I'm riding with Matt Hamilton today.
Let's go.
Jeff and Madison.
Good
well
for
done.
him. Good job. Well, this is Jim, Matt, Molly. We are presented by Coors Light.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports and Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Well, the Milwaukee Bucks shocking the NBA world yesterday as they decided to waive Damian Lillard and stretch the remainder of his $113 million salary to sign free agent center Miles Turner, but some over at ESPN are still skeptical if this pushes the Bucks to being a top contender in the Eastern Conference. Here's insider Brian Windhorst on the Homer Hour yesterday.
While Miles Turner is an excellent player, he's not dramatically better than Brook Lopez. And he fits with Giannis because he's going to stretch the floor, but they were fifth in the East last year, and this move, maybe if it works out great, they can be fourth. I really think it's pretty remarkable they pulled it off. I'm just worried that they're really taking out a heavy mortgage, and I'm not sure what the return's going to be.
Find that interview and some more positive Bucks reactions from across ESPN Wisconsin on the brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. The Milwaukee Brewers winning the first game of their doubleheader earlier today against the Mets, 7-2. Next game starts at 6:10. Pregame right here, 5:34.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
That's why the Brewers are so careful with Big Miz.
2-2, swing and a miss, and Contreras goes down on strikes. First big league K for Jacob Mizorowski.
Big Miz? Now he's Big Miz.
He's always been Big Miz.
The Miz.
6'7" is big.
He'll be tall, yes, but he's not like big.
But also like on a ball.
He's not girthy.
Sometimes long works, sometimes girthy works, ideally both, but like...
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Molly Brown.
Jim, Matt, and Molly Brown hanging out with Matt Hamilton today in the ESPN Madison Everlight Solar Studios. Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. That was my best Jim Rutledge impersonation because he is out camping. Jim is camping. I don't know where he is anymore.
Mirror Lake.
Yeah, I also have questions about like camping in lakes and cabins and all that. We can save that for tomorrow just because like the holidays coming up, but I've been thinking about this a lot lately, so I do want to get into that tomorrow. But we are presented by Coors Light. Guys, if the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
We are asking you the question as I lost my wedding ring today. Don't tell my husband. Hopefully he's not listening. Just kidding, he's not. We're asking the question. Our Society Unlimited poll question is, if you lose your wedding ring, how long do you wait to tell your significant other? Your options are within 1 hour, 1 day, multiple days, 1 week, or longer. I am in the minority here, you guys. I voted multiple days. I am at 9%. And within 1 hour is at 48%. So you guys have very open relationships. Not like that, but like you're all very open with each other, which is great. I am like, I don't want to admit that I did something wrong until I absolutely have to. That's where I land on this. Matt, where would you vote on this poll?
I voted within the first hour.
That's crazy.
Because she'll probably find it.
Okay,
so I would tell her and be like, I lost it. She's like, oh, it's here. That's how I found my Olympic ring when I thought I lost it. She's like, yeah, it's on the windowsill by the sink when you were doing dishes. You took your ring off.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Thank God.
Yeah, it was like 2 days.
What if it was vice versa? Would you expect her to tell you within an hour, or would it be because I do think there's a difference between like men's and women's rings, right? Like we were just talking about with Jason. Okay, you might spend $500 on like a man's ring, but like women's rings are pricey, right?
Yeah.
Like that, I would assume that most women probably wouldn't want to tell their husbands because you don't want to be like, crap, I lost it, a good chunk of change in this itty bitty ring.
Yeah.
Like, would you expect your wife to tell you right away?
My wife's not a good secret keeper, so I think I would find out early enough. Just maybe by chance, but she's definitely not someone who keeps a secret.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which is great, but like I would find out, and I think I would be mostly supportive. Like, it's okay.
You're not gonna be mad?
I would say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Like, I give her that whole...
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That might be worse.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm not a super nice person.
God. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll give you an update tomorrow, too, when we come back. But yesterday was a huge day for the Milwaukee Bucks. Miles Turner coming to the Milwaukee Bucks. Damian Lillard leaving the Bucks. And the Bucks are still going to be paying Damian Lillard well over $22 million every single year for the next 5 years, which is absolutely nutso. But Brian Windhorst did have something to say today on NBA TV that I thought was very interesting about what, let's say, the Milwaukee Brewers' potential future looks like.
The Milwaukee Bucks' potential future.
Did I say the Brewers?
You did.
God, baseball in my mind. I'm just a baseball gal.
Yeah, you are.
Clearly.
Ryan totally reversed yesterday's polls on us on our show sheet, so I had to like go into the...
What are you talking about?
He's got yesterday's poll question because it's about the Bucks.
Yes.
Did the Bucks look desperate or smart? First of all, he wrote desperate 39.8%, smart 40.2%, so something doesn't add up there.
Yeah, I just wrote that one wrong. That's supposed to be 60.2 then.
Well, yeah, exactly, because I've got 40-60 on mine. We had 250 votes on it yesterday.
There was a lot. And hey, there was a lot of people reacting. It's the craziest trade since Luka. Well, it's actually not a trade, but it's the craziest NBA transaction since the Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis trade.
And the Luka one was just so like shockingly disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where this one just seems like...
first pick, and now that Jim's not here to tell me I'm wrong about that it's rigged, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's rigged again. The 1.8% chance that they had at getting that first overall pick. That's 1 in 50.
Put on your hat.
They nailed it.
Their odds are almost better than the Bucks to win the finals.
Yeah.
Brian Windhorst?
What did he have to say?
Well, I thought it was very creative. Full points for creativity and audacity.
If you're scoring in gymnastics.
ESPN Bet, they put out the odds after it, and the Bucks have the 8th best odds.
Wow.
To win the East.
Oof. Oh.
So my concern for their forthcoming pitch to Giannis to want to be there long term is that it didn't move the needle enough. And that's nothing against Miles Turner, who is an excellent player in his prime.
It's the rest of the roster.
It's just to do what they did, which was their last card to play, and an extremely penal card to, maybe move the ball along the football analogy just a few yards down the field. Yeah, I'm a little bit, squeamish about that.
I mean, do you like? I mean, we did just a minute to win it. We were just talking about the NBA Finals, and
odds.
the odds of the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Like they had what 13 teams ahead of them. I don't even want to count all these.
They were
16.
They were tied for 17th.
Like that's insane. And he's saying that they're 8th.
Well, 8th in the East. Yeah.
That's wild. I mean, yesterday we were running through the teams that could potentially be better than the Milwaukee Bucks. I know I said, and I don't know if I still stand by this number. Don't hold me to 75% that I think that they're going to get to the finals by any means. But I think that their odds, well, I can't really say odds because whatever. Their chances of going to the finals, in my opinion, definitely increased yesterday versus what they were before.
Now,
right?
I bet ESPN Bet had the same thing. Before that, if they would have had the odds listed before the moves yesterday,
I don't know
they
what
would have been
were.
even lower than 17. I guarantee it.
I don't think
It'd have to be, you'd
you
assume.
would- yeah.
I mean, they're currently tied with the Pacers, the team who they took Miles Turner from. So even the Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton or their starting center Miles Turner have the same odds as the Bucks to win the
But
finals.
do you think, and I don't know how all this works, but do you think that the Bucks could potentially be this low because there are the reports of, we don't even know if Giannis is coming back? Like, there hasn't been anything said that he is coming back. Now, we all have it in our minds, okay, the Bucks made these moves to keep Giannis. The Bucks made these moves with Giannis's consent. I think we are all, like, in agreement with that. I think we can all believe that. But Giannis himself or his camp has not come out and said, I am coming back to Milwaukee. Like, is that the reason they're so low?
I mean, if yeah, maybe. But the thing is, they wouldn't put the line on a maybe. They'd put it on he's definitely coming back, because if he doesn't, then the odds just go down. So if you took that bet early, where if you take the bet now and he says he's coming back and they raise the odds, you got in at fantastic odds, and Vegas doesn't like to give money away.
Right.
So, like, they wouldn't let you bet on this maybe right now. This is with Giannis, assuming he's playing. This is the odds that they're giving him. Because they wouldn't let you, like, if Giannis came out tomorrow and said, I'm doing this, I'm playing with the Bucks, I'm a Buck for life, and they raise the odds, anybody who bet today just got way better chances for a way lower price.
So let me ask this as well then, because the way that ESPN Bet's probably looking at it, assuming Giannis is still with the Bucks, which you have to as of right now, but
yeah, if you're a sports book, you absolutely have to.
At the end of last season, when they lost to the Pacers in Game 5, when Dame was no longer on the roster, do you think that the team now is better than that roster was? Do you think the current assemblage of the Bucks is better than what they were by the time they lost to the Pacers?
So let's run through it. You've got Giannis, that's a wash. Maybe, I guess, technically a year older, so you could argue that he might not
He's
be
still
as good.
going to be dominant.
So let's say that's a
might even
wash.
be better. I mean, he could be better, honestly.
Okay. And then we had Gary Trent Jr., but he's going to be a starter now. Let's say he's slotted into Dame's role. That's a setback.
As of right, well, Kevin Porter Jr. would probably be the starting point guard.
So same way. That's a setback.
True.
Gary Trent Jr., same guy.
Well, not necessarily a setback, because from Game 5, like, Dame was out by that point.
Oh, right. Then he was the guy.
Kevin Porter Jr. would have been the starting point guard.
He would have been the starting point guard. So, like, the only difference they got
is
better with Turner over Brook.
But so you think they got significantly better with just adding Miles Turner over Brook Lopez?
I think they got a little better.
I mean, so by the end of the playoffs last year, did you think they would have had better than the 8th best odds to win the Eastern Conference Finals?
No.
I don't agree with some of the teams that are like ahead of them, though.
Yeah, like they have the 76ers in the East ahead of us.
The 76ers is crazy. That doesn't
makes no sense. They had like 30 wins last
The
year.
Celtics, that one doesn't make sense. Like, there was
Because they lost. They don't have Tatum, and they lost Bogdanovich. I don't know.
Well, no, they traded Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes, they got rid of Porzingis.
And they traded away Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they are going for the full-on gap year, like we're not tanking, but we're taking a year off while Tatum is hurt.
Yeah, so ahead of the Bucks to win the East, Cavs, Knicks, Magic, Hawks, 76ers, Celtics, Pistons. That's crazy.
I don't love the 76ers, and I
don't
think
really
the
love the
Hawks
Hawks.
is like maybe.
I don't even know if I agree with the Magic. Like, yes, I think that they're up and coming and they're
Banchero's
young.
been
Banchero.
Banchero.
Whatever. Mr. NBA over here.
Poncheros.
Don't
of Madison
don't
Oil.
correct me, guys. He was super good last year.
I don't know. He was injured a lot last year, so I couldn't
But when
say
he
for
played,
sure.
I'll pull up the numbers. He's
good.
Solid numbers.
We know that he is good, and they have a strong young core. But that's probably the reflection is that there's like a lot of reasons for at least optimism across these rosters. Whereas with the Bucks, it's just they have Giannis.
Yeah,
that is the only thing really driving them to being a contender next year or being a playoff team in the East. And look at what like is winning in the the playoffs right now and in the NBA is like teams that are loaded with like depth and talent and young talent across the roster rather than the star-laden teams at the top. Those teams, I mean, the Suns, the Lakers last year didn't go very far, even with Luka and LeBron. Like, those teams haven't really been working out, and that's what the Bucks are right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, if you think this is wrong, now's your time to go and place a bet.
There you go. Well, guys, I want to tell you about my friends over at Zoa Energy. I'm going to need all the energy that I can get today as I look for
maybe
my
not. Maybe
wedding
just
ring.
go home and go to bed.
maybe just fall asleep. But no, I need my Zoa Energy because it gives me the perfect boost without that crash that comes with other energy and the best energy drinks. And the best part about it is that Zoa is packed with natural ingredients like caffeine from green coffee and green tea, which fuels both my busy workouts and my busy work days. Plus, the flavors are amazing. I love the wild orange favorite. I love the mango flavor. That one's been my fave lately too. And I feel so good knowing it's all about clean energy. Pick up Zoa for yourself and head over to zoaenergy.com to learn more. Jim, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly, if I could talk.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Like winning teams could talk trash.
Yeah, but we're
Giannis talks trash.
Maybe we're not good enough to be talking trash.
Or maybe it's not your personality.
It's not tight. I'm not tight.
Yeah, I'm not tight either.
I'm not tight at all. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not tight. I'm not tight.
Ben Johnson?
I'm so loose right now.
We don't know. I don't know who he is. I have no idea what he is.
I'm not tight.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison every weekend. They have hundreds of winners and millions of dollars won at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. What are you waiting for? Head there this weekend. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison is for winners.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Celebrate the 4th with family, friends, and unbeatable appliance deals at Brothers Maine. Our fireworks of savings on top brands like Whirlpool, plus next day delivery, will make you ooh and ah. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Live the high life and get into the nitty-gritty, home of the award-winning Gritty Burger and Madison's official birthday place. Enjoy a full menu including sandwiches, specialty burgers, wraps, salads, and weekend brunch. With the family-friendly environment, it's a great place to watch the big game. Plus, they've got Miller High Life Power Hour specials daily. Located in downtown Madison, Middleton, and Sun Prairie. The nitty-gritty, a tradition since 1968. Also enjoy high life at Bar Coralini, Paradise Lounge, and Jordan's Big Ten Pub.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Looking to join an international quality golf club right here in Madison? Discover TPC Wisconsin, an instant classic in the heart of the Midwest. With a course co-designed by Steve Stricker and PGA Tour Designs, it's the 13th and newest TPC Network golf club in the world. Other high-quality amenities include a short game practice area, athletic performance center, and meeting and dining facilities, plus membership benefits that reach around the globe. Schedule a tour at tpcwisconsin.com and start your journey to a lifetime of priceless golf.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot like the prodigal son. Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one. Feel your left hand free and your right hand grip. With another left hand, watch his right hand slip. Schwartz is gone.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton hanging out with you today. Short show today. We're actually done at 5:30 here because the Milwaukee Brewers take on, who do they play again? Do they play the same team for a doubleheader? Wouldn't that be
They actually fly across the country. They go play the Giants.
Well, what if they had to go play like the Yankees?
That's what I was going to say. Wouldn't it be
they
crazy?
all hop on the subway.
That would be really cool.
Right. Obviously,
That would be a Subway series.
I thought that was a funny little joke earlier, but since I'm not Mr. Baseball, people might have assumed that I was actually asking who they play. They play the Mets. The second time today. They already beat them 7-2. Home run by Sal Frelick, home run by Isaac Collins, and a grand slam by Joey Ortiz. Isaac Collins 4 for 4 and a walk with that home run. Probably the all-star of the game.
How did Christian Yelich do today?
0 for 4 along with Jackson Chourio. Christian Yelich lost his 12-game hit streak on today's 0 for 4.
Mr. Baseball, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Just
pretty good.
Repeating everything he hears from Lane Grindle. Well done.
I was listening on the way in because I love the sounds of summer.
Because ESPN Madison is your home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball. So you can tune into that game starting right after our show. But it is time for Throwing Stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
You didn't hear that.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man. I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Matt Hamilton, did you have a stone for us today?
Yes, I did.
In case you didn't just hear it.
Yeah.
Couldn't you hear it when we were talking?
No, I and the fans did not hear it.
Okay.
He literally goes, I was like, what's our Throwing Stone? He goes, jerseys.
Perfect. Matt, what jersey are you feeling?
So on July 23rd, start of training camp?
Correct.
Which we will be at. The Packers teased that they're going to announce a different throwback uniform for this season. And my throwing stone / question is, how do you feel about the Packers throwback uniforms?
So I don't like the Acme ones.
Like even the blue and yellow ones?
Yeah, Acme.
What if they're the blue and yellow with the yellow helmet? Because I remember when there was the brown pants and the brown helmet, people were not fans of it.
Yeah, I don't like the brown helmet. I'm trying to. Oh, there's a photo of like Aaron Rodgers with the blue jerseys and yellow. No, it's the pants. It's the pants that's a problem. And then I also just don't like the blue. But if I had to choose one, I do like how the numbers in the middle are like the circle.
In the circle?
I do like that. But it's the brown pants because they just look like Notre Dame to me.
And I think Jordan Love's...
Oh, that's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I always think whenever they wear these.
So Jordan Love's first year, their throwback was an all-green jersey, yellow numbers, yellow helmet. I thought that was pretty sharp.
I like those. I actually thought that was like their Color Rush jersey.
The Color Rush is all one color.
Gotcha.
And honestly, their Color Rush is boring. It's always all white.
Yeah, no.
But I'm a big fan. I'm going to say I'm a fan of all throwback uniforms.
Tell us about Roost Chris before we go.
Oh, it's so fantastic. Go check out Roost Chris, the Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl Happy Hour. Kevin will make the best cocktail for you, or you get a cold Coors Light, delicious steak sandwich, burgers, and a whole lot more. Roost Chris Steakhouse for your ultimate dining experience.
Brewers, coming up next. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
4th of July savings are here at the Home Depot, so it's time to get your grilling on. Pick up the Traeger Pro Series 22 pellet grill and smoker, now on special buy for $389, was $549. Smoke a rack of ribs or bake an apple pie, this grill is versatile enough to do it all. This summer, no matter how you like your steaks, your barbecues are guaranteed to be well done. Celebrate 4th of July with fast, free delivery on select grills right now at the Home Depot. Subject to availability.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's Alex Strofe. What are the expectations for the 2025 Green Bay Packers? A 3-hour deep dive is coming with me, Gabe Neitzel, and Jason Wilde. Our annual State of the Packers show coming up July 5th from noon until 3 right here on ESPN Madison.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
Live the high life and get into the nitty-gritty, home of the award-winning Gritty Burger and Madison's official birthday place. Enjoy a full menu including sandwiches, specialty burgers, wraps, salads, and weekend brunch. With the family-friendly environment, it's a great place to watch the big game. Plus, they've got Miller High Life Power Hour specials daily. Located in downtown Madison, Middleton, and Sun Prairie. The nitty-gritty, a tradition since 1968. Also enjoy high life at Bar Coralini, Paradise Lounge, and Jordan's Big Ten Pub.
If you're considering solar energy, Suite of Metal Roofing and solar panels go hand in hand.
Solar panels install effortlessly over metal, and it enhances the efficiency of your solar energy.
Before you go solar,
install a Suite of Metal roof.